These are the 5 mistakes that will take you back to zero if you're not careful. I'm talking to every young person who just started touching money. If you make these 5 mistakes, you must definitely go back to where you started from. I've seen a lot of young people, they've touched money before. That's why you hear the word O-taker. Do you know what O-taker means? Somebody that have touched it before and they no longer have it. And will continue to have more and more O-takers because they don't know these 5 things. Now, these 5 things are going to save you a lot. If you can hit to this thing I'm about to tell you, you are good financially. I know what I'm saying 100%. I'm telling you this thing out of personal experience and other people's experiences, plus my research and studies. So pay attention because the number 5 is the most important one. Now, the number 1 mistake that a lot of you make when you start touching money early is the fact that you upgrade too fast. You upgrade your lifestyle too fast. That's the truth. Look at somebody like me, for example. I was still living in a room self-con, a face me, I face you room self-con in Delta State when I bought my first car. Now, I needed to pay attention to this thing. Do you know what that means? That means I could actually afford millions to pay for rent, but I rather used the million to upgrade what brings in the money first before comfort. And this is a smart move I made there. But many people, they just want to enjoy fast. They just want enjoyment so bad that they forget the reason why they're actually making this money. It is not to upgrade your lifestyle too soon. No. Upgrade the business first before the lifestyle. I'm coming somewhere. When I was still living in Delta State, I bought my first car, Toyota Camry, and I was still paying rent of 140,000. People who are watching this video, many of them know me and they know where I stayed. I stayed in Coca, Asaba. Coca, that Ibuzo Road. That's why I stayed in Asaba then. My rent was 140,000 naira yearly, but I was having a car in that kind of space. It was the next year I now decided to move to Lagos into a 2-bedroom. And before I even paid my first rent, I even counted more than 2 million naira to pay my first rent. I had over 20 million plus seated inside my account doing nothing. And I still had more money coming in. So I was comfortable enough to afford the rent even more than 10 times before I paid it. I never struggled for rent. I'm one person who can tell you that I never struggled for rent. Before I left my friend's place, I was squatting to pay for my first rent of that 150K. That total package was around 200 or 190. Before I did that, I already had 1.1 million naira in my bank. Before I moved to a self-con, I had over 1 million naira. And I went to pay for a house of 100 and something thousand. That's how smart people think. I didn't upgrade too fast. So calm down. The fact that your earnings has increased doesn't mean your lifestyle should just switch automatically. It doesn't work like that. Now, the number 2 mistake that many of you make that can take you back to zero is the fact that you started touching big money and you want to start helping everybody at the same time. You want to help family, your friends. Every touching story, you want to send money. You will go down. If you are not strong enough yet, please avoid it. They should give you space until you've built something that is so strong that it will be very, very difficult for that thing to crumble. Then you can be comfortable enough to start spreading your money. Nobody cares anymore. But until you get there, even when you get there, you still have to be careful though. But until you get there, calm down. Then the number 3 thing that can happen to you that will take you back to zero if you started touching big money newly is the fact that you get so comfortable with this new system of making money that you no longer want improvement. You just relax there. You want to die on top of that earnings. See, let me tell you, every business on earth has ups and downs. Sales cannot keep coming constantly like it used to. Business cannot keep paying like it used to every single day of your life. There are times when you would lack. There are times where you have surplus. It is during the days of surplus that fills in the space of the lack. Do you understand how it works? So if you overuse money just because now you were lucky to get some surplus and you want to start spending recklessly, when the days of lack come and you don't have anything to back it or business crashes and then you go back to zero, many of you have made these mistakes countless times. You are making money quite all right, but the money gets into your head too soon. You think you can never go broke again. My guy, na lie. You've not built that kind of business yet. Like I said, people that started touching money newly. So if you're in that category, please calm down and understand that the only way you can survive is getting ready for anything that is coming. Getting ready. So manage your funds properly. Count your money. Know what comes in and what goes out. This is what is going to help you.